Did you know there are 5 rainbow mountains in Peru? Yet 90% of travelers choose the hardest and most crowded one? But what if I told you there's a place at 4,900 meters where you can enjoy a breathtaking wide open view of the Andes, more exclusive, quieter, and reached by a short walk through a beautifully preserved landscape? Stay with me and discover a rainbow mountain you won't have to suffer for. And stay until the end, because I'll show you why Palcoyo might just be one of the smartest choices you can make on your trip to Cusco. Plus, the key tips that will prevent your experience from being ruined at nearly 5,000 meters above sea level.
In over a decade of leading expedition around Cusco, I've seen thousands of travelers take on these mountains.
And there's something I always say, the best experience isn't always found in the most famous place. What is Palcoyo? Palcoyo is an almost unreal landscape. 3 rainbow mountains in one location, something you won't find in any other colored mountain destination in Peru. It sits above 4,900 meters, and for many travelers, this will be the highest altitude they ever experience. Here, you're not just coming to admire an incredible view, you're coming to confront your expectations. This trip is a visual experience, not a physical competition. But before choosing which rainbow mountain to visit, you need to understand what makes this one, with its red valleys, worth your time. What makes Palcoyo different? This place is special for 4 reasons. First, a rare geological privilege. Only 3 countries in the world have rainbow mountain formations, and Peru is one of them. And within Peru, there are at least 5 different rainbow mountain regions. So yes, get ready to feel exclusive in a landscape that's almost impossible to replicate anywhere else. Second, a landscape still untouched. This terrain hasn't been damaged by excessive motorbikes, ATVs, or horse traffic. That's why it remains more natural, cleaner, and genuinely authentic. Third, no massive crowds. If you're the type of traveler who wants quiet moments, no noise, no overwhelming groups, and a deeper connection with the scenery, this is your place. On clear days, you can even see snow-capped peaks rising like gateways between heaven and earth. Fourth, a short and enjoyable walk. Reaching the final rainbow mountain requires less than 2 kilometers, about 1.47 kilometers to be exact. That completely changes the experience. It stops being a physical challenge and becomes a peaceful journey with more time for photos, breathing, and simply enjoying the moment. And if you're a bold traveler who loves a little challenge at high altitude, you can climb a bit further to the stone forest, where a 360-degree view of the Andes unfolds before you. For many travelers, that effort and that view becomes one of the best decisions of their entire trip to Peru. But what makes the colors themselves so unique? Because traveling without understanding is just passing through. The most beautiful things in the world begin with understanding their essence. Why the colors of Palcoyo? Most travelers arrive here, snap a photo, and leave, but very few notice something extraordinary. They're walking on millions of years of Earth's history. According to studies by the Geological, Mining and Metallurgical Institute, Palcoyo is made of layers of the Earth that were pushed upward by the tectonic forces of the Andes. What we see today as rainbow mountains are actually giant layers of ancient sediments turned into rock. And each color tells a different part of that story. Those deep reds are iron oxides. The yellows and ochres come from sulfur-based minerals and limonites. And those striking greens that look painted by hand come from copper minerals and ferromagnesian compounds. It's not painted. It's not a filter. It's living geochemistry exposed right before your eyes. So when you walk through Palcoyo, you're not just visiting a mountain. You're walking across one of the oldest chapters in the history of the Andes. Now, if you don't know the following information, your visit to Palcoyo might not be worth it. Before you go, read this. I've seen travelers ruin their experience because of details they could have easily avoided. Don't be one of them. If you want Palcoyo to become one of the best memories of your life, remember these 3 recommendations. Don't rush it. Give your body 1 or 2 days to adjust in Cusco before going up. Altitude sickness is real, no exceptions. Dress strategically. The weather changes in seconds up here. A good windbreaker and thermal layers can be the difference between loving the landscape or wanting to escape it. Protect your skin. The higher you go, the stronger the radiation. Sun protection isn't optional. It's mandatory if you value your skin. And remember, in the Andes, hydration is your best fuel. The walk in Palcoyo is gentle, but the air is thin. Prepare to enjoy, not to endure. If you're looking for extreme intensity, you might choose another route. But if you want to experience a rainbow mountain without exhausting yourself, Palcoyo may be your best decision. More scenery, more space, more peace. Traveling isn't a competition to see who climbs higher. It's about choosing the experience you truly enjoy. It's not about resistance. It's about remembering why you travel. And sometimes the best travel decision isn't the most popular. It's the wisest.
Before you go, I want to ask you something. What kind of traveler are you?
Someone who follows the most famous spot? Or someone who looks for more authentic experiences? More than 13 years guiding in these mountains have taught me that the best trip is the one that adapts to you, not the one that forces you to adapt to the itinerary. That's why at Tour Lover Peru, we design strategic routes for families and groups seeking authenticity. Subscribe if you're ready to stop traveling like a tourist and start traveling like an expert. And leave a comment with the word strategy if you want us to send you a personalized itinerary for your next adventure in Peru. Here, we don't just show destinations, we teach you how to conquer them with intelligence.